looking good, my guy.
You get way better pop heading out.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Rudy Gobert.
I'm really not too surprised to see the rebounding numbers trail off a bit. He's a veteran player getting up there in years, and what comes with that is some changes to physicality and intentional adjustments to playing style. Even though his rebounding output has declined, that veteran presence and basketball IQ continue to grow.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the center. And for Minnesota, the big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's MP in at the point guard. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means there's so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
And here's MP, and again!
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into third place for most points in a season. Amazing.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for third most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his airness get passed on any list.
Hands it from downtown.
MP showing you have to stay connected to him the moment he crosses half court.
Ingram outside. There's the triple. That shot is off. Minnesota's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Quickly, following the 3 by Minnesota. Will it go? And again, no good by Toronto.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit.
and there wasn't much resistance either.
Drills the three-pointer. Hodges has got 11 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And with spring right around the corner, let's see who's flourishing in the power rankings. Taking a look at Portland, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for Minnesota, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Memphis was simply terrific. He dropped 48 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Raptors trail by 17. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Good on the three-point shot. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Group substitution now for Minnesota. Nas Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Randall. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniel. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Ingles with the ball. To the middle, here's Rogers. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And that's now 19 points for MP.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Steps back, Shed, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on MP. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And great when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Dick. And again, no good by Toronto.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Here's Murray Boyle. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Back to Clark. Pass to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Nice looking three ball by MP. Proving he can hurt you from downtown.
Here's Shed. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. We've got Walter. Dick is out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5. And so it's Minnesota with it. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Now Conley. Following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. And the wide-open shot from Reed. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Reed's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Pass to Dick. Shoots the three, and the three ball is good.
And now it's Dick knocking down a three of his own. Grady ready to answer.
To the right side. Here's Randall. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Walter. Defended by DiVincenzo. Goes up on the wing. Dick can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 20. Dan Nasri is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Nasri, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and, yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Switches for Minnesota. Edwards has come in for Clark, and Rogers subbed in for Mike Conley. Ingram, he's checked in for the Raptors. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Shed. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
Randall surveying the D. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
Checked in for Reed. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. MP is number 1.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
MP inside. Quickly covering. Ingram outside. Pass to Quickly. For 3, Barrett. The three-pointer is right on target. Barrett's got his first 3 points of the game.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
MP way outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Rogers has got 30.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Hurdle sets the pick for Ingram. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 20. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful. Randall kicks to MP. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 35 points for MP.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rogers has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And, guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
DiVincenzo finds MP. And the dunk by MP.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
The shot's good from Quickly.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
And the basket by Edwards. Edwards got his first 2 points of the night.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Here's Ingram. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Minnesota on top, delivering the blowout. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Fellas, how would you respond if you were on the wrong end of a game like this?
I'm not sure because Shaq and I, we don't really have any first-hand experience with this, Ernest.
Yeah, we don't play that way. We're winners, and even if we did lose, we lost like winners, not like this.
Hold it. Lost like winners. What does that even mean? You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know. And let's focus now on our game. MP has been dialed in.
One guy stands out so far tonight, and you know who it is. MP is calling for the ball every trip up the floor and showing what he's capable of.
Huge first half. We'll see if they keep going to him, which seems like the wise choice. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Edwards is out there with Rogers. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here is Edwards, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. And another one!
Another night, another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
Greg, you're right. He is edging ever closer to the second place mark for most 40-point games in a year.
And with Jordan's mark of 37 firmly in the rearview mirror, he is now marching towards Wilt's 1963 mark of 52 games of 40 or more. Just a legendary season.
And that one drops. Randall's got 7 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists in the game. Ingram outside. Back to quickly. Gobert with the block.
As intimidating a defensive presence as there is, Gobert could write a book on rim protection.
Edwards finds Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. The shot's good from Roger.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw off from McDaniels. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Here's Randall following the score by Jakob Poeltl. MP, good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Poeltl dishes to Ingram. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ingram's got his second basket of the night.
Well, fighting through it there. Ingram can get aggressive when he needs it inside.
Gobert the pass to Randall. McDaniels left side. And finished off by McDaniels.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Randall kicks to MP. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Toronto calls timeout. MP really making a difference here.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. .109 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Shed from the arc. Minnesota with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding.
Hits it again. Wow.
50 points for him yet again, and I feel privileged to watch this guy go to work this season.
Now he is pulled even for the second most 50-point games in a single season. What a year it's been for him.
And to match 30 games of 50 points or more in a single season, it's unreal. That was a number that prime Wilt Chamberlain established back in 1963.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Conley's checked in. .30 seconds left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. And again, Toronto no luck. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Ingles passes to Clark. Outside Conley. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Ingles with the screen for DiVincenzo. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. MP has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for Toronto right now, we've got Barnes, and it's Shed in at the point guard. The three for DiVincenzo. The shot's good on the assist by Engel.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
Conley dishes to Clark. And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectories not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Raptors shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Pass to Dick. Wing shot on the way. Mike Conley with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now, Ingles. Now, here's Clark. Inside, Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Look, Reed is a strong finisher. It's still unbelievable that he was undrafted because he is a force.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Reed. Instead, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
Raptors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic, the Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players
and getting the best out of it.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
Quickly the bounce pass. Down low, and it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Pirtle.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Minnesota. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Ingles passes to MP. Back to Ingles. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. The three from MP. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Quickly with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Now, here's MP. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Quickly, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And here is MP after Brandon connects again.
And he's got 60 again. I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
You know, to tie that mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in this lifetime. What a season he's having.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
I'm here with one of the victors. MP, you were looking for your teammates tonight, and they delivered.
Hey, basketball 101, right? Find the open man. Only way to do that is unselfishness and communication. If you play that way, you'll win that way, you know, and we win a lot of games.
Here's to a lot more. Thanks, MP.
Hey, thank you.
Kevin, over to you.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. We'll see you next time.